coat of arms.
This, of course, would have been my death photo. So every tour before you go overseas, you take a picture, and if something had happened, you know, this is what would have been put out in the news. And instead it was framed as a thank you for the service that I did. And, you know, it's really crazy to think back all the things that we did do, because we were a small group. We'd go through an area and then half an hour later we'd find it was hit with an IED from an American convoy. So sometimes we were very close to the action, and it was just a luck of the draw who would hit that IED or who would get attacked. So, and really overcome some of the issues that I had for my first tour and second tour when I was injured. So I was able to overcome those issues, and really this is my way of giving back with starting Mad Hatter Industries and working on mental health resilience and building up our advocates. You know, I'm very faith-based, and I think things happen for a reason, but I'm very fortunate to be around still, and I do make the most of things. So my name's Corey Hatt, and I started Mad Hatter Industries. We're just over a year old, and essentially it was an initiative to promote mental health initiatives. What we originally started with was just an idea, and that was the prevention of suicide and promoting awareness of mental health issues. Being a soldier, my Mad Hatter name kind of came as a nickname when I used to carry the machine gun around. That was a platoon support weapon. So whoever has the machine gun essentially is there to provide support to their platoon. And the idea behind Mad Hatter Industries is that we're here, we have your back, and we're here to protect you. So it's a sense of community, and the apparel that we do sell is essentially taking part of that community. By putting on that clothing, you're taking part of our community, you're becoming a part of it. You're also making a promise to yourself that in no way will you ever accept suicide as a way out. And then in terms of helping others, that you'll do whatever you have or whatever it takes to have your brother or sister's back. So my personal connection was losing a few friends to suicide and being completely unaware that this was an issue that they had. I was talking to them a month before one of my friends passed away. Everything seemed fine. I was backpacking in Central America, and he was super excited about the job he was starting, the transition from the forces to the civilian life. And then I get this message from my old platoon commander that he'd passed away, and it was really shocking. And the same thing had happened again about a year ago. And we've lost over 80 people now that have succumbed to suicide in the forces. So it's really an issue that affected me personally. Coming back from Afghanistan, doing 2 tours, I've realized a lot of the issues that people face personally, you know, with things that they might seek that are unhealthy ways to try and get over the issues that they face day to day, whether it be through alcohol or thrill seeking in other ways. That ultimate outcome of suicide is what my sergeant referred to as a permanent solution to a temporary problem. So you see that train coming, you got to get off the tracks and call for help when you need it, right? Yeah, it's a bit hectic in here. And then this is the silk screening rig where we do all the wonderful prints. We're doing the Canadian Walk for Veterans. We just finished that up. So that's a special one-off silk screen. And yeah, I just basically flash it under here and go back and forth, basically 3 minutes a shirt. Probably our most popular would be the No Quarter Given. It's a nice, really soft, well-fitting cotton. No Quarter Given is about any anxieties or issues that you deal with, whatever you face on a day-to-day basis, where you can't get out of bed, that no way will you let that deal with your life. That'll let you take over and keep you from getting out of bed. That you cast that aside. Think of your life as a proverbial ship, like a pirate ship. You're gonna cast that overboard and give no quarter to the issues you face and keep going forward one step after another. Our aim is to make the apparel as comfortable as possible. We want it to be like that tour shirt that you wore overseas every day till basically it fell apart. So That's what we're going for. Quality apparel people love to wear, feel comfortable with, and know that it's supporting a good cause and made by a veteran. So handmade down here in a basement. And then of course we have different items. So we also have our main line, which is the Mad Hatter Industries logo. When we think of suicide, we don't understand the reasons that people may lead to get to that, but we know the precursors and the issues. And it's really important that people need to know, if they're thinking about that option, to get the professional help, because what they're in turn doing is becoming the enemy. They become like a suicide bomber, because when they take their own life, they don't just affect themselves, they affect others. They affect their immediate family and friends, those that may come across seeing what they've done, and possibly those that might want to mimic what they've done. So the effect of completing a suicide is ultimately something that is our mission to prevent. We absolutely want to stop that, and we need people to be aware that there are other options, that there's help out there, and there are people to talk to. Basically, every apparel item that we sell, we provide a brochure letting people know who we are, what our mission's about, and that it's about a community. We're here to build up people's mental resilience, the resistance to struggle, anxiety, and depression, and to let them know that they're not alone and reaffirm what this is all about. It's not an apparel company. To us, what it is about is a belief in yourself and helping others. And we build up our soldiers really well to go to war. We arm them with the best tactics, best tools that we can supply, but we don't technically spend that time. Traditionally, we've done less in disarming them and preparing them for when they return home. There's no weapons to deal with what they face. That's essentially how we started Mad Hatter Industries, was to help those people in the community that needed to find someone to talk to and maybe look at their new sense of purpose, motivate them and inspire them to carry on day to day, to keep going and pursuing through their struggles, and know that they're not alone. And in no way will they allow those issues to rule their life, to give no quarter with those adversities that they face. We are accountable to everyone that we sell items to, as to telling everyone where the proceeds go. It wasn't meant to be a charity. We didn't mean to put all the proceeds back to veteran and mental health causes, but it felt like it was the right thing to do. So we've never paid ourselves, and we keep kind of going into a bit more debt, but the idea is to really give back and put it to where it needs to be put most. And we are 100% accountable to show our followers where all the proceeds go to, who we're supporting, and just how much. There's still more work that needs to be done, but for me, I'm very proud of what we've been able to do as a small company and continue to do and push forward. And really, that's what it's about, spreading that message. One message I would say is that you're not alone, and the issues you face are, say, the same issues that other people face. There's a way to deal with it. We advocate for professional help, but also taking the ownership and responsibility to deal with those issues that are faced in a responsible manner. And we're absolutely here to help, and happy to have anybody a part of our community that either wants to help or work on their own issues together. So what I would say is that you're not alone, that you're loved, and that we're here to support you.
And so you don't miss out, like us on Facebook, follow us on Instagram, and subscribe to us on YouTube.com. This is Coat of Arms.